Hello, good evening everyone. Well, my name's Paul, in Chorley. I live in Chorley in Lancashire, and I've started using YouTube just to post some videos of myself and explain to people about me. I'm a feminine guy, as you can probably gather by looking at me, but it makes no difference. It's my own personal life, so I don't push it on anyone that's not interested in it. But I'm here to explain a few things, and the first one is I have two cats, one called Lucky, one called Bella, and they're the cats that live with me here. This one is Bella, and Bella is Lucky's daughter, isn't she? So now the only way to tell these two apart is this one here, Lucky, has a little white dot there right on her neck, and that's the only way now, because obviously with Bella being a daughter, it's difficult to tell them apart. But Lucky came to me nearly 2 years ago now as a rescue cat. People who had her moved away and left her. She came to me, sat in the garden and sat with me, and we just had a good time, and we had a tin of sardines, and it sort of blossomed from there. It was later on that I discovered she'd been abandoned. I thought she was a plump cat. Turned out she wasn't. Turned out 2 weeks later she was having 5 kittens. As you can probably hear, that's one of them ripping me cupboard to pieces there, but that's all part and parcel of it. I'd never had cats till I had these move in with me. Well, Lucky moved in, didn't you, sweet pea? Yes, and it was beautiful, and it still is, isn't it? You love me to bits and I love you, don't you? And it's your daughter who's a nightmare, isn't she? She's always up to mischief, but teenagers, that's what they like. So we know about that, don't we? So we accommodate young Bella, don't we? So there you go. That's a little bit about Bella and Lucky. Lucky got a name because I asked somebody online to give her a name, and they said, well, she's very lucky she's come to you, and we think you should call her Lucky, so I've done that. Bella, when Bella was born, I said the same thing. Does somebody want to give her a name? And when they looked at her as a little kitten, they said, oh, she's beautiful, call her Bella for beautiful. So at the moment, I'm not getting any attention, and the reason for that is they both want the tea. So I'm just preparing that, and I buy them these pouches, and this has got salmon in it tonight, so I won't get any attention at all because they'll be too busy munching on these. They love the food, and why not? It's what it's all about for a cat, isn't it? So I put the bowls down here, and then we start the process of organising tea, don't we? Right, just a minute, bear with me. So here we go. Here's the first one, and it's not bad, is it? Because they have breakfast, dinner and tea, and a little bit of supper. So, you know, life's quite sweet for these two. They're well looked after. The main thing is, once I adopted Lucky and took her in, I had a microchipped and I had her neutered, and I also did the same with her daughter as soon as she come of age to have that done. Bella and Lucky are now both microchipped, and they're both neutered, and they're taken care of, and they've had medicals, and they're on, you know, whatever they need they get. Flea treatment, all kinds of stuff that you need to look after a cat. All new to me, as I say, because I've never, doesn't smell like a nice piece of salmon to me, that, but I suppose it is, isn't it? It's for a cat, isn't it? So it's fine, isn't it? Anyway, so there's the story about them two. At the door, I've also got two other faces, which I'll just pan round and let you have a little look. And these two are my two rescue chickens, battery hens. That I can see through the glass there is Daisy, and at the back, a darker brown, is Hetty. Hetty was in an awful state when I got her. She had no feathers. She was just about down to the floor and giving up, and I was at a place in Manchester, and I grabbed her and I said, I'll take that one with me. And since then, she's come on a treat. So I will let them in next and do a video of them too, and introduce you to Hetty and Daisy. So there you go. I do mix names up. I do have slight dyslexic problems, so don't worry about me mixing stuff up, just ignore it altogether. That's what I do. So there you go. It does frustrate me, but I can't do anything about that. So yes, I'll bring them in next to introduce you to them, and I'm sure you'll like them as well. But as I say tonight, I'm not getting any love, any kisses or any attention, and that's because when you look behind me, they both have had a fish meal, which is really nice to see, isn't it? So there you go, two lucky cats who live with me, and they're both happy. So I'll get on with my stuff now, and my job is, before I do anything, I come in and my hoover from work is knackered, so I'm going to repair that now. It needs a couple of big screws and washers in there, and I can repair stuff. That's what I do. I do all different kinds of work. I do maintenance work for a company, and then when I finish that, I do private house cleaning and housework and painting and gardening. So I keep myself really busy, you know. I love the outdoor stuff, and I love interacting with other people and chatting and stuff like that. So hopefully, if I can get this to work on YouTube, I'll meet some other people to chat and be friends with and take it from there. So there you go. Thanks for having a look at the video, and I'll get on and I'll let these finish the tea, then I can bring the other two in and introduce you to them in about 20 minutes. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye everyone.